Okay, great. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can rebuild the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange with Bubble. If you don't know, Bubble is a no-code tool that allows you to build complex web applications. So at our development agency Focus, from time to time, clients come to us and they have an application that they want to rebuild in Bubble. So I'm going to use the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange to demonstrate our thought process when we have these projects and show you the end result of that process. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the stock exchange, the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, from a page structure that looks like this right now, and we're going to end up with a page structure in Bubble that looks like this, that's actually functional. So we're going to walk you through the process of how to accomplish that. So these are the steps that we follow when we want to redesign an application in Bubble. So the first thing is trying to understand the client's needs. What type of platform are we actually building? What are the different types of users that are going to be interacting with the platform? What are the core features and integrations? Then we go into some research. Then we look at the current page structure. Then we begin the building process in Bubble. We go through a process of optimization. Then finally, maintenance. So when we talk to the client, these are some of the questions that we actually ask them, and we ask what's good about the current platform, what's bad about it, what does success look like, what are the top priorities, what are the different stakeholders who are going to utilize this platform. Then we establish what kind of platform we're actually building. So Bubble allows you to build a broad range of platforms: CMSs, process-based tools, e-commerce platforms, social networking, educational. So there's a broad range of tools that you can actually build. But in the case of the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, what we're trying to build is a financial and trading platform that has analytics and data visualization. So think of your Robinhood, Coinbase, PayPal, or for analytics, we're talking Google Analytics, Tableau, Power BI. You can build all those things within Bubble. Then we also try to determine what type of user is going to be interacting with the platform. What's their profession? What's their age range? What's their technical knowledge? What are the different use cases that they're going to be using for the platform? Then we move into the core features. We break them down into user-initiated features like logging in, buying and selling of stocks, employee-initiated features that are going to be implemented by the people that actually work at the stock exchange, system-initiated systems, file management. Then we also look at additions and improvements. What else can we add to the platform to actually make it better? In the case of the stock exchange, we could add an API to allow for external integrations, emails, SMSs. Then we also look at exporting data out of the system, artificial intelligence. Can we add AI to the system to make it more financially inclusive? Also looking at automations. Can we allow users to set alerts and reminders based on certain parameters? Once we have that information, we go into research and identifying industry standards. So what we're trying to do here is to look at different platforms and learn from the best. With web applications, you don't really need to reinvent the wheel. So what you can do is look at other platforms and see what you can glean from what they have done. So platforms that we use include Dribble. You can go on Dribble and just search for the type of platform that you're looking for and get inspiration. You can actually even look at other platforms like this is CoinMarketCap, which aggregates information on the crypto market. Or you can even look at something more technical like Binance, just to see exactly how they're structuring information and what can we learn in our own design process. So once we've done that, we start assessing the current page structure. What we look at is the general layout of information, the overall symmetry of things, the labeling, styling, and spacing of elements if the platform has been built in Bubble, the ease of navigation, the responsiveness of the page, task completion, how easy is it for the user to complete the task. We also look at the speed of the platform. Once we have all this information, we then actually go into the building out process. And what we like to do is to start with the user interface. So we build out small sections of the platform, show them to the client, get feedback. Once they're happy, then we actually start integrating the front end with the back end. So I'm just going to walk you through our process for how we actually accomplish a rebuild of an application. And we're going to use the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange as our example. So when I start looking at a page, the very first thing that I'm trying to analyze is how easy is it to navigate from one section of the page to the next. And when we look at this page, the navigation is in multiple places. We have the navigation up here, then we've got more navigation down here, and we've got more navigation down here. I think the structure is a bit overwhelming. So what we decided to do is to just go with the conventional structure where you have all your navigation elements on the left menu. So the user can move from the portfolio, market, transactions, my wallet, data. And it's pretty straightforward and simple how to move from one section to the next. So that's the first thing that we did when we looked at this page. The next thing that we did is we looked at the information structure and the information hierarchy, which is what's actually going on this page? What information are we trying to display to the user? And when you look at it, the key information is to showcase the portfolio that the user has and to showcase what's happening in the market. So what we decided to do is to split these two information blocks into two different pages, right? The reason being, if you look at the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, it's a very text-heavy page, and what you want to do is to make sure that the user is not overwhelmed and it's easy to understand what's going on each page and the purpose of each section. So what we did is we have our portfolio section. This is the very first thing that you see when you open the stock exchange. Open the stock exchange, you see your portfolio position. The first block shows you all your assets. How much do you actually have on the stock exchange? Then you can filter down and you can see, okay, these are my equities, this is my ETFs, this is my REITs. And when you click on each block, the table below adjusts accordingly. So this page becomes much, much simpler when you have it like this. Then we have the market section page that has its own information on a different section, right? Then the other thing that's important about this page are the actions. What are the core actions that are supposed to occur on this page? In the case of the stock exchange, what you really want to do is the ability to buy and sell stocks. Then here down on the market snapshot, the key functionalities are the ability to download information and to search for a company. So the way we decided to approach this was to have one clear button on the portfolio section. It's bold and blue, very difficult to miss. If you click on this button, you'd get a pop-up, a modal that allows you to then decide, I want to buy these shares or I want to sell these shares. So it's a multifunctional modal and a clear button on the top right-hand corner of the page. This structure makes it very, very easy for the user to understand the purpose of the page. This page shows me my portfolio and I can either buy or sell stocks from my portfolio. Pretty simple, straightforward. So the next aspect was the market snapshot. So we broke this apart and moved it onto its own page. So you can navigate to the market snapshot and it has that core functionality. You can search for a company, you can download information. What we decided to also add was this ticker functionality. So if you look at the stock exchange right now, the way it is, the ticker continually scrolls. This is pretty effective. You can see the information, but we realized is if you miss something, you actually can't stop this ticker. So what we have is a ticker that shifts from section to section every 6 seconds. It shows you different information. What we also did is added this back and forth functionality, so that if you do miss something, you can actually just go back. If you want to have a deeper look at something, you can just pause. Then we have the core functionality here, which is to search for a company. And you can also download information from this page. Similarly, you can download PDF. So we're just going to quickly download a PDF and show you how that looks. There we go. So you save your PDF to your computer and you can go ahead and visualize the PDF. And this is how it looks. It takes a snapshot of the market and you have a clean PDF that you can share via email or WhatsApp, text message, whatever makes sense for you. So this is what we've built so far, just these two sections, the portfolio and market section, just to capture all the information that's on the homepage of the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange and really demonstrate the power of Bubble and just our thought process when we have applications that we need to rebuild within Bubble. So I hope this was useful for you. If you need any help building applications in Bubble, feel free to contact us. Our information will be down in the description of this video. And I wish you luck with any project that you're working on in Bubble. Cheers.